But I wasn't planning on talking again about this, let alone in a follow-up video, but this guy has embarrassed himself so much. I'd say probably for his entire life, and definitely on X, as his entire account history seems to be dedicated to spending every spare moment making anti-male, anti-white people, anti-America, anti-hetero, anti-birth, anti-anything that he is in order to, I, I guess, undermine America as a whole. And given that he's embarrassed himself a bit, I wanted to talk about that because this is everything wrong with America. I mean, he is a traitor not just to white people, not just to men, not just to New Yorkers, not just to the USA, but to human beings as a species. He is an embarrassment. So
You don't get to come from outside and then tell everyone else.
That's me in the video getting a bomb thrown over my head. Let me just give you some context for what was happening.
I think I know the context. You've got a bookshelf behind you on one side so that everyone knows you're smart, and then a stormtrooper on the other side so that everyone knows you are.
So this was at a rally hosted by white supremacist Jake Lang.
Notice how he starts his video where a Muslim terrorist tried to kill him in the exact same way that Mamdami started his video, by attacking somebody else, by accusing someone who is not a terrorist who threw a bomb at you with the intent to end your life. He's not talking about them. He's not talking about the Muslims. He's not talking about the brown people. He's not talking about the Afghan or the Turk. He's talking about how evil Americans are, how evil white people are, how evil men are. He seemingly wants to be blown up.
The domestic terrorist from January 6th, pardoned by Donald Trump. He was holding an anti-Muslim rally when this guy jumped over me and committed an act of terrorism. That sounds confusing.
Now, that actually wasn't confusing. It was pretty on par. But what's confusing is why you only mentioned that he committed an act of terrorism. You didn't mention his color. You didn't mention the fact that he was a Muslim fanatic who happily would have killed you and tried to. He tried to. Right then, he tried to. And you haven't registered the fact that he was doing it, not because it was just some coincidence that you just happened to be there, but because his God told him that he was allowed to, that it was good for him to do that. And, well, it's seemingly not the God of white people, and that's a point we will get into very soon.
Let me start over. So Jake Lang was holding the rally. He's known for three things: being a domestic terrorist from January 6th, pardoned by Donald Trump, losing to the letter S, and, as we found out today, grooming 15-year-old girls. Jake Lang was holding...
God, he's such a Redditor. The comment in the text there said, "When do you turn 16?" I mean, that's grooming, is it? Just asking when someone turns legal? I mean, you can say what you want about it, but at the very least, doesn't it say that he's waiting for her to turn legal? I mean, that's sort of like the opposite of an indictment to me. God, you just can't pause on this guy without him. Anyway, he goes on for, how long is it now? Like 35 of the 44 seconds talking about how bad Jake Lang is.
This rally, saying things like this:
America is a white Christian country.
If you're saying America is for white Christian men, you're a white supremacist.
But that's not what he said. He said it was a white Christian country. It is undoubtedly founded in Christianity. The Muslims who tried to blow you up might have a thing or two to say about that, but you obviously don't. The white part, now, he didn't say white men to begin with. He said white people, a white Christian country. And I'm going to ask you a simple question. Who founded America? And what is it founded in? Is it founded in the Native American tribalism with chieftains? No. Is it founded in South America's narco god king presidents? No. Is it African tribalism? Is that what the USA is grounded in? No, it's not. Is it the Middle Eastern great prophets, the priests who lead their peoples? No, it's not that either. Is it? Well, okay, then it must be the infinite emperors of divine heritage from Asia, right? That's what America's founded. No, it's not that either. Oh, well, you know what? I guess that means it's European democracy. The white democratic nation building style of Europe is a white country. It is decidedly a white country because of that reason, and population-wise, it was almost entirely a white country. There's some nitpicking to do about the census, but the fact is, it was founded on white principles from white countries and a white god from white countries. And you're saying that that's racist. The truth is racist. God, why don't you just go ahead and put that suit on right there, revisionist?
Now, I really want to be clear that I made a huge mistake in not taking cover after this explosive device was thrown. If you're at a public event and someone throws what looks like an explosive device, you're not a wimp for taking cover.
He's having to say this in response to tweets he made, where he made fun of all the people who were running from cover, saying that they were incels and terminally online and all of that kind of weird stuff, accusing them of being Republican femboys or some such nonsense. And he's having to backtrack on that, which, considering his channel is 99% insulting people, really tells you how bad the backlash was, where he was attacking everyone with such a claim that the big strong Democrats are going to stand on top of a bomb that they don't even realize is a bomb because they're so manly, when really that just means that you're a fucking idiot.
We were counter-protesting, making Jake Lang look like the idiot that he is. When
Yeah, you really showed him wrong, huh?
these two idiots came along and...
Those two idiots? You mean the people that you were inviting into New York? Oh, hang on then. How do you get to decide that these Muslims from Afghanistan and Turkey, how do you get to decide these two guys don't get to come in the country? What do you just pick and choose on an individual basis? It's not about Jake Lang being a white American male, which you're apparently not. So you just like filter through every single person individually? How do you decide this? By what measurement?
Committed an act of terrorism. They could not have done more to legitimize Jake Lang's white supremacist talking points.
They could not have done more to legitimize his talking points, which you still are trying to delegitimize by accusing him of being a white supremacist every time you speak. I guess that makes you a brown supremacist.
They literally threw the bomb over my head while I was talking about inclusion.
Exactly. Oh, God, is he going to blame the CIA? I haven't actually watched the whole thing.
CIA should definitely be paying them at this point. I just want to reiterate that I was not practicing safety that day. I could have been killed in that.
When would anyone ever expect a fucking bomb to be thrown at their feet, you goddamn retard? The entire point is that you should never need to expect someone to throw a bomb at you. The entire point is that doesn't happen in a normal, safe world. Again, put that suit on. You've earned it.
Weighs very heavy on both me and my family. And all that being said, I'm not going to use this as an excuse to be a xenophobic bigot.
No, clearly not. He's already made numerous posts just today. I mean, like 10 in the last hour, where he's talking about how all males are bad, all white people are bad, all Christians are bad, all Americans are bad, everyone's bad unless they're brown or yellow or whatever. Like this guy just spends his life doing this. I'm not sure what exactly his comedian stand-up show is about, but I can't imagine it's too funny.
Elon Musk and all of right-wing media are having a field day right now because I am choosing inclusion and not bigotry.
Bigotry does not mean anything. I always say this. Bigotry just means that you have an opinion that you're not going to change. So saying bigotry doesn't really mean anything. It's another catch-all. And this guy uses all the catch-alls. He accuses everyone he doesn't like of being the F word that I can't say on YouTube, and the N word that I can't say on YouTube. All the words that you can't say on YouTube anymore without risking getting shadow banned. This guy just accuses everybody he doesn't like of being all of the leftist trigger words.
I still stand by my original point.
That's why I'm making this video. And why literally everyone on the planet hates you.
Which is, I'm a native New Yorker. I was born and raised in New York. New York City is for everyone, except for terrorists who throw bombs and goat fucking white supremacists.
Even then, he has not said that they were Muslims this entire time. He called them terrorists. Probably wouldn't have even done that if they hadn't literally thrown the bomb over his head. And before I move on to Mamdami, I did say this guy's entire Twixer history was just anti-Republican, pro-democratic, extremist weirdo stuff, but he's also got a ton of anti-Jake Lang stuff, which I guess is really the same thing when you look at it that way, but it's specifically about Jake Lang, and I don't know, I sort of get the feeling like both of these guys are so extreme that they might be PSYOP agents working for the same side or something. They're just too weird. I don't know. I feel like Masterson's like a secret Republican or something. Anyway, moving on to Mamdani. So Mamdani, I'm not from New York, and I don't really care about the mayor of another city for obvious reasons. So when Reddit and Blue Sky and them were blowing up about Mamdani's chances to win, I was like, okay, like being a Democrat doesn't make you evil, so I don't care. And then you see some videos that they're posting of these half-naked white hoes singing songs about how they want Sharia law to come to the USA, and it's like, well, hang on a minute. Those two things aren't exactly the same thing. And then you see this guy, Masterson, unless he is a PSYOP agent, he's all for it as well, even though they just tried to blow him up. So Mamdani's response to the explosives, the first paragraph is talking about how Jake Lang is a racist and a bigot and how he has no place in New York City. Mind you, the saying such hate has no place in New York City is saying that he as a person has no place in New York City. You are targeting him, the mayor. The mayor is explicitly targeting someone and validating them for attack in the same way that you'd call someone a 1930s German or a something phobe. You're targeting him and validating that, which is very inappropriate for someone of your position to do. But he never mentions Muslims, does he? If end wokeness can call you out on something as simple as the fact that they're not mentioning the fact that they're Muslims, not mentioning their names, not mentioning that they were shouting Allahu Akbar, end wokeness is one of those channels where you kind of want them to have to do something like digging, some sort of effort to find dirt on you, because if they don't even have to dig, then what do you expect the normal people, no offense, end wokeness, what do you expect the people who don't dedicate their lives to hating the Democrats, what do you expect them to think of this? Because like anyone sitting here thinking, why didn't you mention that they were Muslims? Why didn't you mention that they shouted Allahu Akbar? Why aren't you talking about that, Mamdani? And then they're going to think, oh, well, maybe it's because you're a Muslim and you're protecting them. I mean, why would you write it in such a way? Like, look at this. White supremacist Jake Lang did a protest. It has no place in our city. It's an affront to our city's values. What followed next is even more disturbing. Violence is never acceptable. You should never use an explosive device or try to hurt others. So he just wrote that as if it was Jake Lang that did it, right? Like, he basically said, Jake Lang, bad person, explosion, terrorism, bad. That's how he worded that. This is the mayor. Why? Like, how is he that incompetent? Like, again, you don't need end wokeness to let you know that this is happening. You should see this on your own. The second he says it, you should be like, why did you start with white supremacy? Why did you not mention that they were Muslims? Like, why aren't you mentioning these things? It's very curious. Anyway, I did mostly want to talk about Masterson because that guy is quite the trip. And I start to feel like he actually might be a PSYOP agent. The more I think about it, I feel like he's probably a Republican. But he's a trip, and I guess I just wanted to rant about how he's the perfect example of everything that I hate regarding the Democrats. Even though he's a white male, and not because he's a traitor or anything like that. It doesn't matter. What matters is what he thinks, and I guess says and does, but that's derived by what he thinks. What matters is who he is, who his brain is. It doesn't matter that he's a white male or a black woman. He's everything I hate regarding the Democrats. But again, he really might be a Republican PSYOP agent. I'm going to be honest. Anyway, thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed, please do the YouTube things.